Hello. Hello. What's up? Come on in. Come on in. Have a seat. Oh, yeah. We still have a little winter left here, too. That's what it seems like. I've had my heater, my space heater on all week. Yeah, but those birds are recording. I'm in relaxation mode, meditation mode. What the hell was that? Did y'all hear that? Drop the water. The birds are up since after 3 a.m. Yeah. Yeah, I do have my real birds. They chirp like that too in the early mornings. But it does make me feel more relaxed. Better than a TV while you're trying to sleep. Having all kind of nightmares. I'm ready for it. Well, I'm not in a hurry for it to warm up because then it'll be too hot. I don't know how hot it is or how the air is in South Africa, but in Indiana, it's humid, musty, musty. I was just seeing if I could go live on my tablet. I was going to do a reading, but I think I just need to rest. Lots of rain after the drought was hot. Oh, yeah, I know. We need the rain when we need it. It rained for 3 days straight. I remember one year while I was raising my children, it was a really bad drought. The ground was cracking. It was so hot. It's so dry. I just hated going outside. No central air. But I won't complain. I'm going to open this window. What? Lots of flooding. Yeah. Well, we got our potholes too. Yeah. After all that rain and cold and warm and cold and warm and see all the barrels in the streets and highways all summer long. Ah, same old thing. Does life ever get exciting? I don't know. My granddaughter's here. The weather is bipolar. I think it just like the world is bipolar. I think the weather just matches the energy of the people. To tell you the truth, or whatever the majority of the people are doing, that's what it seems like. I don't know what's going on in the world. I'm not too tapped in. I'm just trying to, I don't know, just create my own reality. Being peaceful and calm and, adapting to the weather as best we can do. It gets redundant. Yep. Stay in your bubble. We seem to be safe in our bubble because, child, these, I don't know what the hell these people be thinking. What kind of stories did I run across today? Uh, Things I don't even want to think about that I don't, you know, I just kind of send up my prayers when I do run across terrible news or, when people have been hurt. It said, I don't remember where it was. It's like the DR. There was like 200 something people that were killed. I don't know if I have any subscribers from the DR or not, but I don't know if they were killed or 200 people were killed or injured. A roof collapsed. And what's so funny is Trump, we are waiting for Elon is going to get a hiding on his bum. Yeah, I just feel like the politics is they're just part of the world stage. I really don't feel like they have as much power as people seem to give them. Like the world is really ran by the energy of the people, on the strength of the people. They only have what power we give them and what attention we give them. I don't know. Maybe because my life doesn't directly affect them. It they don't have any direct effect on my life that I know of. I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm not aware of that they do, but I rarely think about Trump or politics. Only when I hear the opinions of others. I mean, I don't disagree with whatever they're saying, but I don't really think it matters in the grand scheme of my life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I kept getting a roof energy in some readings that I had a couple of days ago, and then which reminded me of that story that I came across here maybe about an hour ago about the people on the roof in the DR. So I don't know. Um, it's just interesting how things work out, or recognizing the energies that we pull in the readings. It's so. That's why I think it has to do with the people. That's why I think it's more nothing can happen without the people. I don't care who's in charge or who they say is in charge. The universe is in charge. The people are in charge. That's where the connection is. All this other stuff is just distractions. It's just part of the play, or you know, because because I don't fit. I personally don't think that we should be ran by one person or a party. Yeah, the wheel does going to keep on turning. It's just a matter. It's a mind. It's what the people, the majority of the. Well, it doesn't even have to be the majority. It's the strongest energy. It's the attitude, the emotion of people. That's why I do what I do, and others. We can get the people to understand how much power we have, and that um, our energy, whether negative or positive, is what's pushing things and what pushes the so-called government, because they don't have effect on my life. They have no effect on when I tell the stories of my to my generation. Maybe because I don't work in government. I mean, other people do work in government, so we'll have it, an effect for them. But yes, we are resilient through all eras of time. I just don't feel like this kind of government is going to be lasting too much longer, because it's just such a farce. It's such a it's such a shit show. I'm getting tongue tied. It's such a shit show. But I know it's important to some people, and it has a direct effect eventually on us, I guess. But I don't know. It's all about your attitude, your mentals. Okay, really taking care of yourself, not just talking it or letting it, you know, like social media. I also just saw a story about a young lady who was a motivational speaker, but she was dealing with mental health issues, and I think she ended up taking her own life. So I pulled these recently too. And I'm trying to have some empathy in myself in the position of those people who have not dealt with, their demons or their traumas and their past, like what we talk about on my channel. But I try to put myself in their space, especially now. And I'm trying to, I take myself back to if I was still in the same space I was um, 20 years ago, how would I be able to handle these times right now? Um, I mean, things seem in my past, things seemed hopeless. Like I had no support or anything like that. Um, I don't know. It's just being aware. I can't say anything any different is really happening. It's just the awareness, the heightened awareness. More people are becoming aware of their reality. I don't know if it's really fake. It's just what it is. Okay, it doesn't have to be real. Things don't have to be real in your life. Like pain doesn't have to be real. If you heal yourself, if you just give yourself some time, that's the easiest thing you can do is just give yourself some peace. If it's just 10 minutes, just think or not think for a little while. See what happens. Because you just never know. You just never know what you have inside of you. As within, so without. As above, so below. Hmm. What you got in your mind, what you got in your root chakra, what you got going on, the thoughts, the desires will come out. They'll show sooner or later. Otherwise, you could just explode, I guess, and pop off the earth, or maybe that's what's happened to people who take themselves out. Just forcing something. I don't know. It's all relative. It's too much thinking sometimes. I just like to let the energy show itself and then try to interpret it. I don't try to control it, outside of me. I just try to keep myself in a peaceful state so I can recognize when things get turbulent, because they do. Even if you are somebody who tries to stay in a high vibe, we know that things happen around us. You just can't let temporary things change your energy permanently. You have to be able to, even if you don't always, completely believe it, you at least have to know that things will get better. Or things will change. I don't know. Sometimes they don't get better, but they do change. That's for sure. I don't know what better is. I guess that just depends on, each individual. I need to find somebody to trim my hair. Give me a good trim. It's on Friday. Is it 12 o'clock yet? Friday. It's almost Friday. My son has a lot of people outside. Is that my neighbors? Getting a little loud for me. Well, I think I'm going to turn on some music and drift off to dreamland. See what happens up in there. See what's going on. I remember having really vivid, lucid dreams. Like, it was, they were just so awesome. They were just so descriptive. I almost felt like I was in the dream, just free, just everything just being told to me. Just so some sort of stories. It's like I was watching a movie or something. And it's to tell you the truth, it kind of resembles what's going on now. The things that I was seeing in those visions and those dreams. So if you feel like you do need a rest, just try to do it in a high vibe. Don't be depressed. Um, I've been hearing it a lot though, but I feel like depression is just maybe it can be very extreme where there's medication and stuff involved. But I just feel like if it just comes on here and there, you get depressed here and there. I feel like it's your spirit or your soul just trying to wake you up to something better, trying to get you to do something. I can imagine being where I am now, still being in this same geographical place without my art. If I didn't have any interest outside of other people, I would go crazy. But I just like to do things that make me happy or keep me entertained, and you know, lots of color and just trying to create. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm not trying to sell any of my art or anything like that. I'm just enjoying doing it and making things for myself. People want to pay me for stuff, or they see me making something, or see something that I made and they want to buy it or want me to make them something. I'm like, I can't. I did it with bracelets and stuff like that and some jewelry, but I'm like, I don't want to do the stuff for to sell to other people. Unless I just have a whole bunch of stuff I need to get rid of. But I just got a whole bunch of stuff that need to be turned into art. So that's what I'm doing. If someone comes a vet, if I get a whole inventory of art projects and people want to buy them, maybe one day, right? Maybe in a yard sale or something. But I think it takes the fun out of it. I want to make money on my YouTube channel, but it seems like I might be shadow banned. That's what I really enjoy, is talking to people, meeting new people, um, you know, sharing what I've learned. I've been Yeah, donate whatever. I don't want to just take orders and, and make stuff for people. I just want to speak my truth and just live my life. And all you got to do is watch the video. All you got to do is hit the like button. All you got to do is share it. Spread the news, spread the wisdom. Hopefully, I'll inspire someone else to share their stories. You know, just being empathetic, just putting your good energy out there. I don't have to be seen. Doesn't bother me at all. But I do like for people to be wise. I do like people to be smart. I do like people to at least have a chance to understand what's going on around them. Yeah. I always say that reach one is a good thing. Yeah, that's good. But I'm talking about more like the backlash is kind of heartbreaking. Where people, intentionally trying not to get people. I don't know if it's something about the people. I don't know, because I hear a lot of the same things I talk about from other people. It's the same thing. It's nothing spectacular or innovative that I'm saying. It's just the fact that I like to connect to people in words and communication and empathy and feeling. I like to meet different people. I've been around the same people all my life, and they are so negative. They think so negatively. I would just like to know what it's like to be around people who, don't mind cheering somebody on, or just being there to say, good job, I know you can do it, or I'm rooting for you, I'm praying for you, or just to listen to you, or to take some good advice, or maybe get some good advice. Sometimes it's just like one word or one sentence that could just change your whole perspective on your situation. I just think about the things that I wanted when I was going through, or when I felt so alone and lost. Like, can't nobody hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me? I had a tough time. I tuned to your channel at the end at and you card for me and gave me hope that's what I want. That's what we all want. That's also what I want for other people. I know we can't have everything we want all at the same time. It's just the beauty of being able to know that there are actually people who are normal. Who, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, because it's not. It doesn't cost you anything, y'all. I could get like 500 views on a video and get 3 likes. What is up? That'll tell you that somebody's suppressing your energy, or somebody's trying to suppress your work. And if I wasn't in such a vacuum, if I wasn't surrounded by a bunch of people who just do not understand my train of thought, who make me feel like I'm just completely, off my rocker on purpose, then maybe it wouldn't bother me so bad. But child, I don't mind being alone. I don't mind being by myself. I love myself. I think I'm funny as hell, and I tell myself that all the time. But other people don't see it like that. The people that I'm around don't see it like that. They just like they're different to me. They're just different. I mean, no kind of happiness, no kind of, not even trying to jump for joy for nothing, other than just very low vibrating stuff like making fun of other people, or talking negatively about other people. Of course, delivering the news of somebody dying. I know that's part of life, but that's just seemed like that's the only kind of stuff they want to talk about. And the thing is, I'm sitting here among all these people, and I know secrets. I know things that could get them over, that could get them what they desire, so they wouldn't be sad. Well, I am the same, different. ET. to know me to undertake me. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. The rejection is protection, like what I say in those readings, and it's very true. Y'all, because sometimes these weird people will harm you, particularly if they think that they could get away with it, or if you're really, maybe I just really irritate people. I've heard that before too. People that are close to me, they're supposed to really love me or whatever. We're supposed to be close. I irritate the hell out of people. But I don't care. I mean, I've always been that way. I don't care. I don't do it on purpose, but people just seem to be irritated. Very few people think that I'm not irritating. I guess everybody got something irritating about them. But like I said, I don't care. And all I want to do is just share and not be suppressed. I just want things to happen organically. You know what I'm saying? When you know it's being forced, you're being forced to slow down, or people are forcing your work not to go, then that's a problem. Some people are just constipated. I, you know what? That is a big problem because you withholding all that stuff in there. They need to drink some water, get them some intuition, some empathy, some compassion. And it's not about being all gushy and mushy, okay? Because I'm really not that type of person, except for when it comes to like kids, like little kids or pets and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just remember when I felt stuck, or when I was like, couldn't get a hold of my emotions, or felt like I couldn't express myself. Now I understand what it was, but I just think about how I felt then, and constipated is a good way to describe it. Cause I didn't think, why don't I just drink more water? I thought it was a chore to drink more water. Okay. I eventually did get in the gym, and I started working out and seeing how effective it was and how important it is. And that does help move things. Even when you're starting to feel depressed, I think having a nice glass of clean water will make your feelings become balanced to the point to where you can talk some sense into yourself. In front of me, I knew spirituality is so real. We know, you know what? Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Now I don't feel like a weirdo because I think I mentioned it on the channel the other day that I've had like angels. I call them angels because I got messages from these individuals, or whatever you want to call it, like somebody materializing in front of you. That's happened to me before in the Walmart parking lot. And I wasn't asleep. I wasn't high because I was on my way to work. I was perfectly sober. I think I've even had a cup of coffee. I was at my normal. I wasn't feeling distressed or anything, other than I just felt like a spiritual pull towards me. I don't know if that just happened, if that's the way it happened with you, but it that lady materialized in front of my face, and it happened like around that same time a couple of times, or just these people would just pop up out of nowhere and just sit in front of me and say stuff to me, like I was just eye to eye with them, like I was just caught up in their vision or something. And nothing harmful or anything, just to let me know that God had my back, that the spiritual realm is real, and they were watching over me. I felt like I was being taken care of. I was studying in the kitchen right next to me. I got to the hip and dash out. Now, I've seen when I was a kid that happened. There was a lot of materialization. Um, as a kid, it happened to me all the time, to where it was just normal for me. Maybe that's why I'm not afraid now. As an adult, it would happen At certain times, um, maybe it was just some sort of awakening or remembrance that would go back. I would be wide awake. I wouldn't ever be in like a dream state unless I actually said that. There was the times where I would have lucid dreams and I'd be in a sleep state or coming out of a sleep state or taking a nap or something. Then the other times I'm wide awake, broad daylight, and things happening. Like nobody else is seeing it but me, but things are happening, right? You heard your name called twice. No man or woman voice. Alma, Alma. I did nothing. Happened 2 days. Therefore, I gift it again. I don't know about. Um. Um. Like I've heard my name called. I don't know. I don't ever really answer to somebody calling my name because in my experience, when it's been divine, the divine that I'm connecting with, or messengers of the divine, I don't never hear like audible voices. It's all within, and they never say my name. It's just an automatic knowing. It's like it's a part of me. So I don't ever. If I hear my name calling, I feel like that's something or someone outside of me, and I don't really answer. Yeah, the time is not timing is just it doesn't really matter because we work in cycles. I think the clock and the calendar is just man-made stuff, but it always seems to be like whatever part of the time of the year matches up with the spirit. Yeah, I wouldn't answer if I were you. If anybody else runs across this video, I wouldn't answer if you actually hear your name being called. Um, because like I said, every time I experience the divine messengers or divine speaking to me, is I never hear my name. It's just directly to me, straight to me. There's no need to call my name. Now, if I hear somebody calling my name outside of me, it's somebody that I'm not supposed to be talking to, or somebody just trying to get my attention, or some energy trying to get my attention that I shouldn't be paying attention to, um, or just trying to spook you out or something like that. Some people do throw dreams. There are very skilled magicians out here who have negative intentions for you. I've had people throw dreams at me. Um, my family is highly occultic, especially my mother's side. So you know, and the people used to say when as I was, I like in my 20s or something, or in my teen years, people would walk up to me all the time and say, people that I know, they would tell me that I was in their dream the night before. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I don't know if I was, because I know I did a lot of astral traveling as a child, just because I remember the feelings of it, and people would talk about it. My family would talk about it, but people would tell me that they would see me in their dreams, like the next day or something. Do you also see flashes of faces before bed? Not faces. I see flashes a lot when there's a lot of spiritual activity around my home. Usually when I call in protection or if I need to be protected, not something I don't know. I'm never afraid of it. Things that I see with my natural eye either because I already know I'm protected. But I don't see faces. I don't think I've ever seen faces because the spirit world is not. There's no body. Um, if you're seeing faces, that's probably something man-made, or it could be your overactive imagination. Um, yeah, I'm just going by my experiences and what I've known and the differences I've pointed out or recognized myself between man-made stuff, people throwing magic or people trying to manipulate the energy, and when it's actual. spiritual connection, or when it's your higher self. I've learned to tell the difference. I don't know how I learned to tell the difference, and maybe because I've been so used to it and it has experienced so much manipulation. You know, when you have your actual family doing spell work on you or poisoning the energy and your reputation and all that stuff, you tend to know the difference when you meditate and just separate your energy without any sort of drugs or hallucinants or anything, just you, yourself, and God. You will be able to tell. And even if you are inebriated or use any sort of substances, you'll still be able to separate your energy from what's real and that's fake. Plus, you shouldn't overindulge in anything, food, water, anything. Everything should be in balance. So you can have a clear mind and you'll know when the difference between these energies. Um, there's a lot of powerful energy people out here now that can manipulate and throw energy, which you just have to be aware of it. Yeah, if you know how to protect yourself. Yeah, people out here playing around in the spiritual world, and it's not about being spooked. They use that too, but there is there's a difference, and there is a spiritual world, there's a physical world, and there's a way to just the way you maneuver in the physical world, you have to maneuver in the spiritual world by following particular rules or guidelines. Otherwise, you can get yourself hurt. And just like there's certain people in the physical world that have authority over a situation or territory or your time or whatever it is you're submitting to, the same thing for the spiritual world. Don't be fucking around in the spiritual world if you're not protected, not protect yourself. Particularly if you feel like you need to manipulate someone to make someone go against their own will. You can manipulate energy. There's no rule against that either, except if you're trying to make someone turn against their own soul. That's when you really run into trouble. I guess trying to spook people or scare people or something or whatever is, I don't know. I'm not scared. It doesn't bother me because it's just it's normal. And then when I learn about the physical stuff and the things that are written down, and it just confirms what people really can't see. You can't physically see the spiritual world all the time, even though things can come alive and materialize. But you have to have the eyes to see that. Everybody's not going to see things materialize. Either they're not just focused on it or it's just not time. Sometimes things do appear. Maybe it's like I said, somebody, the spirit world or God trying to wake you up, bring you to a remembrance of yourself. The Holy Spirit is what it is, what you refer to as the Holy Spirit. It's just your memory of the past, your soul coming back alive and wanting to connect. That's the way I view it. That's the way I see it. That's the way I live it. It's no hocus pocus other than my prayer. Okay. I don't have to manipulate energy. It's a gift. It's nothing you have to steal. It's nothing you have to manipulate. You just cultivate it by learning it, practicing innocently, constructively. If you want to throw some magic at somebody, do something to bless them. I don't know, make some money appear in their pocket. Okay, if you want to manipulate somebody, manipulate some money, make some money come out this, materialize in your hands so you can help them out or whatever they need. Okay, that's what I think about. You talking about stepping in doing magic for other people, but other than that, just be yourself. The magic will flow to you. Everything you need will attract to you, will come straight to you. Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to turn in. It was nice speaking to you again, Alma. You always seem to step in here when I do. I think you came in before on a late night live I might have done. I don't know. I was probably mad because of these damn trolls. Uh, it's not a big deal. I just want some more engagement, how that book got there. Hell, what book? But yeah, this was interesting. Had a lot of thoughts in my mind today. Mm. I feel like there's a lot going on. It's gonna be a lot going on. God bless you. Have a good, I guess, have a good day at work. Okay, make that money, and y'all stay blessed and grounded. And I will see y'all later. Bye bye.